coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Go!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, team 6.
From the 31, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff looking right. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, Kaepernick again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 44, Locke, and that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Kaepernick to throw on second down. This one taken in by Hester. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Kaepernick on the crossing route, complete. It's Moss. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ken Loba. Cut. Check nine. Snap.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Look at me. Go.
They run again with Jackson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost loss 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. On the ball.
On first down, Lock. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Kaepernick going to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, G.
Kaepernick now on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Throwing now is Locke. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, Sam off.
Check. Lucky.
Now Jackson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You.
Go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Out. Hey, lock it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up. Ready?
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Watch block, motion, block. 42's the mic, boys. 42. Go.
Back to throw. Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's Moss. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Kaepernick to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Let's get this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.